Oh.
Yeah, I think we can get started. All right, let me pull up the flag. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna stop sharing your screen here. That's why we couldn't see each other. Okay, hold on. Let me get the flag up. Okay, Denise, take it away.
And I think it actually works good if everybody either mouths the words or puts yourself on mute.
Yeah.
I like to mouth the words.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. All right, let's do it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Denise. That was amazing. Well, look at all these non-new members we have here.
Here come the chickens.
Tamara's here.
Yeah.
Announcements. Is that what we go to next? I think.
Yeah. I'll do my chamber announcements, and then we'll see if anybody else has any.
Yeah, let's do it.
So the Restaurant Revitalization Fund portal opened today, 6 minutes ago, evidently, and there's already speculation that it's probably going to crash if any of the other portal openings are to be believed. Past behavior is indicative of future behavior. So if that happens, try not to get frustrated, just give it time. It's going to be pretty much a free-for-all for that because they don't have a whole lot of money to give away. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of competition for it. Operation Celebrate, our senior window decorating contest, is about to kick off. All 254 students have been assigned to a business, and the businesses will start decorating. They need to have their windows or their building decorated by May 17th, and then we're going to kick off the public vote a day or two later, assuming we get everybody's photos in time. So stay tuned for more information on that. Next Monday, we welcome Garrett Granowski. He's a senior account executive from a company called Bird. They do scooter rentals. So Merritt had gotten me in touch with them to give a presentation to kind of gauge business interest in having that type of business locally. Merritt, I don't know if you want to add any more information on that.
No, just that I thought it was kind of interesting that the Bird folks wanted to bring the electric scooters. I'm used to seeing those like in Newport Beach and San Diego and places like that. And I was kind of surprised they were interested in a smaller market. It makes me really nervous from a city perspective of having them on the streets and suing us for sidewalk issues. But on the other hand, it's something that would be kind of exciting and fun for people to zip around. And so my hope would be that, we hear from chamber members, a lot of them being business owners, and what they would want to see and whether they'd be well received or not, because I don't have that good of a sense. New, again, it could be new and exciting, but people will probably either love them or hate them. So the chamber will be an important gauge for me as to whether we should continue talking to them. So I hope you get a lot of people on that day to talk about it, and hopefully we can get the word out and see if it's something we're interested in.
Yeah, it might take more than one meeting, but we'll see. We'll hear what they have to say. Are they looking to get into a contract with the city? Is that how that would work?
No, well, they'd have some type of operating agreement or permit. And, again, the big thing is liability. So that's the thing that we really want to look at, because a lot of facilities aren't designed for motorized scooters. And, do we want them buzzing around? Would it bring more people to the downtown if they could get through the spread out area of Fortuna? So I'm excited to see what they present. And, I think it's just kind of an opening discussion of, hey, is Fortuna ready for these things? So, yeah. And they would employ one full-time person to tend them and pick them up. And they have a lot of great sensing, so they don't end up blocking sidewalks and things like that now. So anyway, something to consider.
Yeah, they look pretty cool. I looked at their website, and they have scooters, and then they also have, I think, electric bikes too or something. But anyway, so that's next Monday at noon. And then finally, board nominations. Our ballots went out in the mail this week to our voting members in our membership. So check your mailbox for that. There was also a link in today's email if you want to vote online. Thank you, Melissa, for being the first to vote. You were the first email I got. Congratulations. Yeah. Anyway, you'll have until May 24th to vote for 2 candidates. There's 3 on the ballot. And then we'll announce the findings in June. And that'll be for a 3-year term for all of them. The 3 candidates are Kim Brown from Cornerstone Realty, Kristen Chambers from Sequoia Gas, and Amber Patzloff Woodward from AP Property Management. And that's all I have. So Melissa, I will turn it back to you for announcements from our members.
I won't go first unless someone else has. Does someone else have one? Becky always has one, but I don't know where she is. She might be eating.
I was eating, but that's okay. No, I don't have any announcements, but just a thank you, shout out that we had a great blood drive for sponsors last week. We brought in 30 donors and it was great, beautiful day, evening, and Blood Bank does such a great job, and there's really a great need for blood right now. So anyway, shout out to the community for coming down and doing that. And other than that, it's kind of pretty quiet. I will do kind of a thing for Sunrise Rotary. They're doing All Fired Up, which is May 22nd. It's a drive-through tri-tip dinner, and you drive through the Fortuna Volunteer Fire Department, and the proceeds are going to the fire department. So anyway, proceeds, and there'll be fun and games, I've been told. I'm just kind of trying to remember what I heard. They're going to do bingo, but the drive-through is, I think, 5 to 7, and then you can get online and do an auction and a bingo thing. So information. I'll be better next time. I'll get more information. That's all.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the recipients for Humboldt sponsors? I can put that up on the screen if you want to.
Oh, that's true. April was such a blur. There was so much going on, but we always do our granting in April. And since it was kind of an interesting year, we still went ahead with it because we had so many business donors that were generous. We gave out about $86,000, let's say 86.5, to 46 different grants all over the county. And so the list is there, and we just, it's just always great to be able to give back to the kids in the community. And it was just looked a little different this year, but we still were able to give out quite a bit of money. So thank you to the sponsors for doing that every year. Thanks, Renee.
You're welcome. Merritt, City Council.
So for the City Council meeting tonight, there's a number of presentations, proclamations, National Police Week, Bike Month, National Municipal Clerks Week, and there's going to be an earthquake warning presentation by Emily Holland with the California Earthquake Warning. I forgot what the group is. I don't think that's the group, but from the state, they're going to be talking about the importance of the early warning system and what they're doing there. Business items. One is it's kind of a routine item to authorize participation in the state's the city's risk pool, which is California Intergovernmental Risk Authority. And then another business item is approving a contract change order for Whitchurch Engineering for some modifications to the design of the police facility on Newburgh Road that we are working on right now. A couple discussion items, hybrid meetings. Our city clerk will be laying out some of the things that we need to do to return to in-person. There's still a requirement to have those available in an electronic format. So she'll be talking a little bit about that. And then I have an item on there for discussion to talk to the city about spending funds to assist me with some of the planning effort that'll be needed for the city to consider updates to its cannabis ordinance. So we'll be talking about that. And I guess one other interesting thing is we've been working with county environmental health, and this might affect the chamber. One of the things that they're looking to do is to turn over permitting responsibility for events for where there is state guidance for COVID, to turn that permitting authority over to the city. So things like the rodeo or other events that are at a seated location, I'm still trying to figure out if it applies to Auto Expo and some of the others, but the city would be the primary in reviewing and making sure those comply with guidance. So it's a little daunting and a little, kind of scary to be responsible for issuing those permits for the city. It's not something that we do all the time. So, like it or not, we're going to be taking that on. But again, the bigger events that are citywide that don't have clear guidelines may still have to go through county environmental health. So we're working on that, and more to follow.
Great.
What if
Melissa,
what if
there
it's
you
a
go.
non-seated event and it's outdoor?
You're thinking like hops, I'm guessing.
I'm not thinking about hops.
Yeah.
I didn't say it.
So it's all kind of getting dropped on us right now. I don't know if there's guidance for those general types of outdoor gatherings. If there's state guidance, then my understanding is that the county will be turning it over to the city. So if there's outdoor public events that are non-seated, I'm not sure if there's specific guidance for that or not yet.
I mean, I believe Oyster Fest was a go, right, Renee?
That ran through the county for review. So
Bill, you'll push it.
yeah, it's Dr. Hoffman is the one who's doing the reviews with his team. And I think one of the reasons they want to turn it over to the cities is because the reviews have been taking a little bit of time. And so I think it'll speed it up for regular venues like River Lodge, like rodeo grounds, like Monday Club, things like that. So we could start taking those on again for the seated venues and even outdoor, but not just general circulation where they're.
So speaking of the River Lodge and the Monday Club, do you have an ETA on when you might reopen them?
Yeah, they're starting to take reservations now. So, and I think that they can have events. Again, there's a compliance issue in the plan. There has to be a plan. And I think at this point, people who are renting those facilities will be responsible for their COVID compliance if it's a private event, and they have a form basically certifying that they've done that and will meet the guidelines that are out there. So again, this is all very new, so we're just getting into it. So for us, it's kind of an all hands on deck with Cameron is the Mole, our parks director, is a point of contact. And then both Sienna Emmons as our risk manager / city clerk, and myself, we're all going to be looking at those for a little while and bring in the police where needed if there's a component, like for example, that deals with alcohol beverage control or something else related to police activities.
Actually, I'm going to think about fireworks festival before I think about Humboldt.
Yeah, so we did fireworks last year, and again, what we'll probably do is something similar. Sue Long was talking about doing those in conjunction with the rodeo. Last year, they just let them off at an undisclosed location with no identified gathering point, and it seems like it went off pretty well. So I'm guessing that they will do something similar to that at an unknown, undisclosed location in advance that might or might not be the same as last year.
Yeah, undisclosed. Speaking of the River Lodge, we will soon, and Denise knows this too, we'll soon be getting our North Coast otter. So I will work with Jennifer down at the River Lodge to get that installed sometime in the next week or 2 weeks probably. So we'll have that there in advance of the trail, which will hopefully start in June, but we'll see. It's kind of up in the air with HSU at this point, but we will be getting our otter that we sponsored. So I'm very excited for that. And McLean Foundation will be getting theirs for the GLC Center. Yeah, excellent. Okay, anybody else with announcements before we move into our featured program?
I mean, I had one, but if someone else has one before me, I don't want to go last, but I don't want to be rude. I'll just go. On May 1st, we started the nomination period for the Best of Humboldt. It's become quite a thing with Humboldt County now. I've had over 180,000 unique people clicking on, nominating, doing all different types of things. So I encourage everyone, especially in Fortuna, now that the news has broke that a Fortuna girl owns the Journal, I've noticed an uptick in the Southern Humboldt area. So if you're a business owner, please tell your friends to nominate you because I'm looking at people already that have nominations in the ballots box. So please go on, and there's a lot of them this year. It can take a long time, but we appreciate everyone's nominations, and we use those to intern for marketing with our county. So there's some really unique categories this year, like the best place to take a selfie. So we'll take those nominations and we'll turn them around and we'll use them for a little like place for the insider for our tourists and things like that. So please tell us where the best bathrooms are and the best parking lots. We'd love to hear it. Thank you.
I don't know why you're relaxing. You have to introduce our guest.
God, Kelly. All right. And I'm not going to forget it. Our guest today is from Redwoods Rural Health Center, and her name is Tina Tvedt Schaible. I got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Melissa. And thanks everybody for having me here. I'm really honored to share a little update from Redwoods Rural Health Center. We do have our new Fortuna site, but before I get into that, I am going to share a little information. Oh, here, share a little information about the health center overall. We have been in existence over 45 years. We were started by a group of folks in our community who wanted to ensure adequate access to healthcare for everyone, regardless of their income or insurance status. And our operations are really focused on the whole person, mind, body, and spirit. And we do that through having a variety of healing disciplines provide services at our clinic. Our current sites that we have, our main facility is located down here in Redway at 101 West Coast Road. We offer medical, dental, behavioral health, acupuncture, perinatal services, nutrition education, and we also have an on-site food bank. With all of what's been happening with COVID, we do offer COVID rapid testing. We offer the COVID vaccines. We're really fortunate to receive direct shipments of the COVID vaccine from the federal government. And so we were able to receive those J&J vaccines, which we were really excited to have. It only requires one dose, and it makes it a little bit more accessible for folks that live in remote areas around the clinic. Right now, we're able to offer 150 appointment slots per week on Mondays and Wednesdays. Also, with COVID, we're offering virtual phone and video visits with all of our medical providers, as well as behavioral health. Behavioral health is actually completely remote right now. And we're going to look at introducing more virtual visits for dental as well, so that folks that need some emergency dental care and infection management, they can get those services without actually coming down to Redway for an appointment. Really proud to say we are recognized as a patient-centered medical home by the National Committee on Quality Assurance. And our other sites that we offer are our mobile medical office out in Whitethorn. They're there Wednesday mornings. We also have a school-based mobile dental van, and I see McLean Foundation on the line. They helped us get our mobile dental van program launched about 6-7 years ago, and it's really grown in popularity since then. This year, we've really focused on serving the students at Rio Del School because they've been in person, whereas in prior years, we went to 8 different sites from Petrolia out to Casterland and everywhere in between. We also served the schools in Fortuna with the mobile dental van. Just last year, we opened our administrative services office because we were just expanding and running out of space in our existing buildings. And our administrative services office includes our referrals department, medical records, quality improvement, billing, payroll, accounting, financial management, and we also have a transportation program. Here you can see the photo of our medical clinic, our brand new mobile dental van. We've had that in operation a little over a year. We have our mobile medical office. And then down on the bottom right are our two healthcare heroes. They are Juliet Hegdahl and Marianne Riley. They worked at our clinic for decades as nurse practitioners. And with the situation with COVID, they've come out of retirement and are our COVID vaccine administrators at the clinic on Mondays and Wednesdays. We really couldn't have done it without them. So really glad they were able to come back and help us out. There's a picture of our mobile transportation van. We were doing kind of a ride share program where we had multiple people, but now it's focused on one person at a time. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with our community, but we lost our only local pharmacy about 6 months ago. And with that, we were really fortunate to partner with Palco and Lima's pharmacies to offer a delivery program. And they come down 3 days a week and our patients are able to pick up their medications at the clinic. This is our exciting new news. We have two new locations that are accepting new patients. We offer services for Medi-Cal and partnership clients. And we also offer acupuncture for Blue Shield and Blue Cross insurance. The Fortuna Acupuncture Clinic is in the old Asti Chiropractic office at 930 South Fortuna Boulevard. And then our second Redway dental site is at Bryceland Thorne Road here in Redway, right across from Redway Feed. Here's a little bit about our new satellite dental office. We basically doubled our dental operations. At our existing facility, we had 5 operatories, and now with this new site, we have 5 more operatories. We were able to hire 2 dentists, and so we'll be able to serve about 2,000 more patients a year than what we did before, which is really fantastic because dental is a really high needs area in our community. We still could recruit probably 20 more dentists to meet the needs of the lower income population in the county. Our new site is fully remodeled. We have brand new top quality equipment. We have improved handicap access, and we now offer panoramic x-rays. We also got a backup generator, which is really important down in Southern Humboldt. The power is out a lot. And so we're able to offer uninterrupted access to dental care even when the power is off. And we are accepting new patients for the first time in decades just because the demand for dental care is really high. And so there's our phone number there. And I did provide a little link to a virtual tour that we have of our new site. I don't know if it's going to open and if I can actually display it, but I can also share this in the comments so that y'all can get access to that link for the virtual tour of the satellite dental office.
Tina, I just put it into the chat if anybody's
Oh,
interested.
thank you. It is a draft, but it is really fun. We had the opportunity to work with Jesse, I believe Jesse Gabriel, to develop that 3D virtual tour. In Fortuna, here's a little bit about our new site. We opened March 17th. We offer chiropractic services, behavioral health, and acupuncture, behavioral health, and coming soon chiropractic services. Right now we're open Mondays and Wednesdays for acupuncture services, and we're booked out about a week and a half. So still some pretty good access to get in for care. We are interviewing a second acupuncturist to join our team in Fortuna today and tomorrow. So really excited and hope she accepts the job. As I mentioned, we accept Partnership Health Plan, Blue Cross and Blue Shield. And I encourage you to look into acupuncture because it does help for a variety of conditions, not only chronic pain, but things such as headaches, allergies, stress management, gynecological issues, a lot of different things that our providers have expertise in. And you can call the Fortuna number there to schedule an appointment, or you can visit us online. And here is a picture of the folks from the chamber at our ribbon cutting ceremony. Thank you so much for coordinating that event. And then here's some pictures of the interior of the building. Has new paint, new carpet, new window coverings. And the acupuncture rooms are very relaxing, so that when you're getting your treatments, you get the most benefit from them. Right now, we are holding our annual membership drive, and I encourage all of you to sign up to become a member. It's completely free, and what membership offers you is the ability to run for the board of directors, and you also get the opportunity to vote for the board of directors. This year, the ballots will go out the first week of July. Just to give you a little info about our board of directors, we want at least 50% of the board to consist of patients, so that we're really hearing the needs of the patients, and that the services, locations, and everything that we do is patient-centered. And you're also encouraged to join our membership meeting via Zoom at 5 o'clock on May 26th. We'll go into updates about the clinic and the services that we offer. A little bit about our upcoming projects. We did receive some CDBG grant funding to install some sidewalks and repave our parking lots, which are highly needed. We also have some funding from HRSA and are looking to establish a wellness center. We had been planning this for a couple of years, and then we said, oh, well, we have so many projects with our new administrative office, our new site in Fortuna, and our new satellite dental, and put the wellness center on the back burner. But now that we have all of these other sites open, we're ready to move forward with that wellness center. It's going to be a really healing environment for nutrition services, perinatal services, and acupuncture and chiropractic care. Right now, the acupuncture and OB services are provided in a traditional medical exam room, which is a little bit small for what's needed for those types of services. And so in the new site, it would accommodate more space for those particular services. We're also looking to have a case management wing, which would host our food bank. We also do syringe exchange, and it would have behavioral health case management there. So we can actually provide some more hands-on support for clients in need, rather than just giving them a food bag and sending them on their way. Actually exploring how can we help them get into a job, fill out a job application, update their resume, whatever it might take as far as case management to help them succeed in the long run. You can kind of see the drawing here has our dental office at the upper left, our medical office in the kind of middle right, and then the parking lot expansion and the wellness center down below. This is an initial drawing where we had thought that parking was one of our major needs, because at that time we were holding a lot of group clinics and patients were unable to park at our facility. And so we did include a lot of parking there. With the new concept of the wellness center, we're going to probably have a little less parking, and the wellness center would be a little larger. The wellness center will also include employee housing, which is a huge issue. I'm sure all of you experience even in Fortuna, but down in Southern Humboldt, there's a real lack of housing. And so we're going to look to have 2 units of housing included on the second story of the wellness center, which fortunately we went through a zoning change. This was a residential only property. And in the last year, we were able to change the zoning to a mixed use with business and residential. That is it. I'm open to any questions that y'all might have.
I have a
go ahead,
question. Hi,
Denise.
Tina.
Yep.
Hi,
All yours,
Denise.
Denise.
So hopefully you can hear me. I have problems sometimes, so let me know. I was super excited to see you guys down in Fortuna. And I was wondering what was the impetus to coming down up here from down there?
Yeah, originally we had a site in McKinleyville that was our acupuncturist private practice. And our acupuncturist recently moved out to Bridgeville. And so really her moving to that area is what started the conversation. And then we began looking at different properties that were available and did some analysis of what services were available at the Fortuna Open Door Clinic and the Ferndale Clinic and the Scotia Bluffs Clinic to see where there were some gaps in services. And then we're able to bring those to the Fortuna community.
I'm so glad you're adding more dentists. We absolutely need more dentists in Humboldt County, so that's great.
And the acupuncturist, I was very happy to see that. I'm gonna take them up on that. So I used to go to Arcata a lot, and I know there's probably others here, but anyway, good to see you guys down here, up here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any other questions for Tina before we let her go?
Just one question, Tina. Yeah, just so you brought the services that aren't normally offered or just more in demand than say like Open Door or Redwood, and so chiropractic, acupuncture, and dental. Those are the main focuses in Fortuna.
And behavioral health. Right now we have one clinician working there, but she's also working virtually a lot, from home, because now with the whole COVID situation, all of our behavioral health services have moved to virtual visits. But we are looking to hire a second behavioral health clinician to work in the Fortuna office as well. There is enough space in that building to have another clinician, and the demand is really tremendous. We've seen just down in Southern Humboldt that the demand for behavioral health is almost more than medical services. Our behavioral health team is completely booked out for months, and we had just brought on another clinician and it's already booked out.
Wow.
I know I recall from conversations with St. Joe, every time they did one of their surveys every 3 years or whatever it is, it's always a lack for behavioral health and those kind of services. So a real big need. So I guess I had a question on the wellness center. Are you guys going to be continuing in a capital campaign on that, or what?
Yeah, we had started our fundraising a while back, and then when COVID hit, we kind of lost traction there. But yeah, we'll definitely be opening a capital campaign. We hope to have the architectural plans and a draft budget done by the end of June, so that we can submit that for the federal grant funding. They have about $500,000 in federal grant funding available. And then we'll, definitely be reaching out and sharing those conceptual plans with others in the community to see if they're interested in supporting the wellness center concept and seeing that project come to life.
I have one more question, Tina. So is the clinic open to all income levels, or, I know you guys receive a lot of grant funding. Are there restrictions, or generally open and it's just that you bill insurance separately?
Yep, we're open to all income levels. We do serve the majority of low income populations and folks with Medi-Cal coverage. That's about 70% of our business is either uninsured or Medicaid. And then private insurance is about 12%, and Medicare is about 13% of the business or the patient volume that we see.
Thanks.
Then you mentioned there's a sliding scale too, so people that are uninsured can just pay cash, I guess, right?
Yep. We have an income-based sliding scale, and that includes services like acupuncture as well on the income-based sliding scale.
Great. Melissa.
How many other things have you guys noticed that Fortuna, that you can tell that Fortuna might need that is lacking?
Oh, as far as medical or healthcare services,
like in the healthier wellness type of area, are there things that you could potentially see being offered in our city that are offered elsewhere that we're missing out on?
I wouldn't say that I know anything in particular. I have been trying to keep a pulse on what's happening with the OB program at Redwood Memorial Hospital. And I know that that has been something that we were able to offer in the last couple of years that has been a huge benefit to Southern Humboldt, because before there was no access to any perinatal care in our community. And if there isn't local access, it could be really challenging for expecting mothers who don't have resources to access that type of care. And so that might be something in the future to look at, maybe a more innovative model that's community-based, that isn't operated through the hospital, like a birthing center, something that's run by midwives or other OB practitioners. I would say if you haven't taken advantage of video visits, that, that's a really new concept that is available, I think, through Open Door or through Redwoods Rural. I don't know. How about y'all? What do you think are gaps in services that should be offered in Fortuna that currently aren't?
Well, I'm glad you brought up OB, because I didn't know if that was a hornet's nest, so I wasn't going to say anything. But yeah, I like that. I think that's kind of the shift that some other folks are kind of leaning towards, is having some kind of birthing center or something. So that's good.
I was thinking like the float tanks, like we have those in Eureka, and those are really like healthy wellness things. Or like even I don't even think we have a sauna here, and those are really good for people's health and wellness too. So those were just two things.
Yeah. One thing our acupuncturist mentioned was massage. Right now, massage isn't, traditionally something that's billable to your insurance. So it isn't something we've explored, but they feel that it would be a great benefit to clients if we could incorporate some massage services.
Because I know Dr. Fogg up in Eureka, they, at least through Blue Shield, allow billable massage. And I don't know how they work that out, but if you have chiropractic on site, that might work.
Great. Any final questions? All right.
Thank you again. It's been a real pleasure getting to see you all. I know, Denise, it's been a while since I've seen your beautiful face, and I hope you all have a really great day.
Thanks,
Thank
Tina.
you, Tina.
Thanks, Tina.
It was great having you on. Thank you. And it's such a great resource for our town. So thank you for coming to Fortuna, and it's exciting to see what's on the horizon. So we'll be keeping an eye on it.
Thank you.
Great. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a good week. Bye.
You too. Bye.